Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new, and welcome to another vlogmas video. I'm really excited for today's video because I'm going to be trying the brand Clarity Cosmetics for the first time. I have their Safari palette and I want to try it out with you guys on camera today, and I'm just really excited to test it out. So Clarity Cosmetics recently posted on their Instagram like some scavenger hunts. So they would mark one palette down to $0 at a time, and for a limited time until it's sold out, it was $0. You just paid shipping. So that's how I picked up this palette. I think that that's really cool. I actually have now seen that Clarity Cosmetics is trying to sell through their product. They're going to be kind of reformulating and repackaging, it sounds like, all of their products. So I'm excited to try the brand, and I do think that it's a cool way that they were able to kind of move some inventory. Obviously they didn't make money off of this because I did just pay shipping, but it's a way for me to try the brand. And so if I like the palette, I'd be more likely to purchase from them in the future. So I do like how they did that. I'm very grateful for it, but yeah, I just want to try this out. I'm sure a lot of you guys might have picked this up as well, so I'm really dying to just dip into this and try it out. I'm actually wanting to create a more wearable look today because I'm sure that when you look at this palette, you think of like a very colorful look. But for me and my makeup style, a more wearable look is more my everyday type of a thing. So I'm wanting to dip into especially this shade here and a couple other ones, of course, but I want to create a more wearable, sort of a subtle look that I would feel confident wearing like anywhere, anytime. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so I've already clearly done my face makeup, and I have concealer and powder on the eyelids. I'm not going to worry about priming them. I'm just going to go straight in with the eyeshadow. So I just kind of tap out some of the creasing that I had. And there is a little bit of glitter on the eyelids because I did have a full face of makeup on. I just wiped my face off and cleaned it so that I could put more makeup on. So if you see that, sorry, I can't get it all off, but we're pretty much starting with a clean slate. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys in a little bit closer. All right, so hopefully you guys can see it a little bit better. Also, if you guys can tell that my voice is a little bit weird today, I was around cats this weekend and I'm allergic to cats. So I'm not sounding the best, but I just gotta keep on going. It's vlogmas and I've got a lot of videos to film. So we just have to keep on pushing forward. So like I mentioned, I really want to dip into this shade here called Irrelevant. I think that's a cute name too, but I want to pick it up on a very fluffy brush, and I'm just going to tap into the shade and then tap my brush off because I do want to start out with a very light hand. And I'm just going to, oh wow, that is a lot more pigmented than I was expecting it to be. I'm like, did I have something else on my brush? No, I think that's right. Okay. I did not expect that. So this might be one of those palettes where I would tend to dip into the Milani Whiskey Business palette for a little bit more of a neutral base, just for my preferences. I feel like I've mentioned that several times over the last like week or two in my Vlogmas videos of just like how I like to wear colorful shadows, but this is a really pretty color. It's like a denim blue gray, and it's blending out really nicely. I feel like it looks like a very complex color. Like, is it just me, or does it kind of look like I have two different shadows on? I don't know. I really like that color. Okay. Clarity Cosmetics has been one of those indie brands I've been wanting to try for a while, so I'm really excited to dip into these shadows. This is the first time I've tried any of these on the eyes. I've only swatched them. This is a very pretty palette, and I'm just excited to dip into it, but I do really like how the swatches looked. I actually really like this shadow. Okay, I'm actually going to add a little bit more of that. I'm going to pinch the brush and put it on the lower lash line as well. I feel like this is a super subtle way to wear a blue eyeshadow. This definitely has like a hint of blue to it, but it honestly just looks like a very, very subtle blue. Like it's got a good bit of gray in it. And I really like that, especially for this time of year. I feel like it fits in very well with like a wintry sort of a look. I really like this shade. This is one of those too, like I feel like once you put on your mascara, like that's gonna look so pretty. It's not looking 100% how I expected. I don't know why I thought I was going to translate a little bit lighter, but I mean, it does look like the color from the palette. I think when I blend it out, it just looks more gray and less blue, but still really pretty. I'm actually going to pick up a little bit of the same shade on a slightly smaller fluffy brush Gonna pack this on the outer corner. But yeah, this is, I mean, this is very, very pigmented, I would say. Wow, I'm really surprised just with how much I like this color, even though it doesn't look like I kind of had anticipated. My throat is struggling so much. While I kind of am tempted to like add, you know, a bunch more colors and all that kind of stuff, I really just want to dip into like what I'm drawn to. And to be honest, like those are the more neutral shadows. I've got to use the two of these, honestly. So I want to just kind of dip into the ones that are calling my name. I will say out of this palette, like this type of a shade here is usually not my favorite, but I do think I could pair it, especially with like this magenta sort of a color. And I think I might like that for like a really bold, like pop of color type of a look. But for today, obviously I have Irrelevant all over the eyes already. And then I want to add Don't Be a Cheetah. And this one, Two Can Play That Game. Two Can Play That Game. That is so funny. Okay, but I want to use the two of these shades. This Two Can Play That Game shade is so pretty. I love the flip that's in that. And I want to put that on the majority of the lid and then put Don't Be a Cheetah like on the inner portion. And I might add some of the deeper brown shade Unbearable to the outer corner. I had initially thought that's what I was going to do, but given how deep and how buildable that blue shade was, I honestly really like the depth that the look already has. So I'm gonna hold off on adding the brown shade and just go ahead and add the two shimmer shades. I typically use a NYX glitter glue under all of my shimmers. However, because this is a new palette, I do want to try it without the NYX glitter glue just to see, and I can always add it. So let's start out with this orangey shade here called Two Can Play That Game. Really like this shadow. I do think this one might have some fallout, so it might be better over the NYX glitter glue, but let's try it. I'm kind of patting it on my hand to try and maybe get some of the glitter flakes off, hopefully to help with some fallout. Ooh, that's really pretty. I don't have anything like that in my collection. Oh my gosh, I hope that's translating on camera. I think it is from what I can tell. Now, the tones of that with the dusty blue, I mean, maybe that's not like my normal go-to. It's definitely not my normal go-to, but I like it. So let's see if we can kind of make it work, especially once we add the lighter shimmer shade as well. It is applying really well on its own. I've got to give it that. Oh my gosh, I really like this color. All right, with the very first brush that I was using, I'm just going to kind of blend around the edges just to sort of soften it some, kind of blend it into the blue shade. That is so pretty. And I feel confident that you could build this one up. Let's try it. I do want more of a subtle look, but I've got to see how this looks over NYX glitter glue because right now it's like, you know, kind of subtle in comparison, but I bet you could really build this up. I'm just gonna add some NYX glitter glue right on top of the shimmer shade. I also just love the packaging of this, like cheetah print, anything I'm so into. So, love that. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. It just feels like it's sticking better when I'm using the NYX glitter glue. Oh my gosh, this foundation does not match my skin. Do you guys see this? I barely put on any of it. And this is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It. I really think I just need to pass that on to someone with warmer toned skin. I feel like I feel this way every time I wear this foundation. Like, even if I blend it out, it's like a little bit better, but still from here to here, it's two different colors. Oh my gosh. It's taking me back to my high school days. My foundation not matching my skin color. I definitely did have some fallout with that one, so I'm just going to try and kind of brush it away with my powder brush. And then I'm going to use a brush for this light shade that I'm going to put on the inner corner called Don't Be a Cheetah. I do wish that this palette had a mirror. I really like a mirror in a palette. I use the mirror when it's in a palette. Not the end of the world, I've just got my handheld mirror, but I want to add this to the inner portion of the lid and to the inner corner. I was really happy to see this shade in the palette because it makes it a lot more wearable for me. Like, you could just pop this all over the lid if you wanted to. Try and add a little bit of that with my pinky to the inner corner. Oh yeah, Definitely applies better with a finger, but I want it on the inner corner as well, so I don't want to use my pinky for that. It always turns out so sloppy if I try to make it work with a finger on the inner corner because it's just such a small area to try and apply the shadow. This is really, really pretty. It's definitely a unique combination with the like orangey tone color and then the dusty blue. I feel like this more white tone shade would be so pretty over just the dusty blue. Like you can make such a pretty look out of that. I actually might try that like tomorrow or something. This is really, really pretty. Oh my gosh. I love that orange shade. I'm so glad I tried that today. And I'm really glad I tried the blue too. It makes me curious to see, will I like some of the other shades actually on the eye better than I maybe do in the palette right now. I know that I only used 3 shades from the palette, but is it just me or does it look like I used at least 5 shades for this look? I feel like it looks so intricate. This has got to be at least a duochrome, but like I see multiple colors in this one shade right here, like a light yellow gold, a more like bronzy fiery orange color, and then there is like a little bit of that kind of green gold sort of a look. But then when I flip it and look at it like almost completely flat, it's definitely got like a pink tone to it too. So whatever it is, I am obsessed. I love it. I really like how this look is turning out. So I want to add mascara and just kind of see what it looks like. I'm not going to add the dark brown. I feel like that's a pretty standard color. It shouldn't add anything like too fun to the look. So I'm really liking it how it is now. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I honestly like, I'm not intimidated by this look, even though it's colorful. Like, I mean, I really like it. I'm actually going to add a little bit of this eyeliner from NYX. This is in the shade Chill Blue. Put that on the tight line, and I'll put it on the waterline too. I really like that blue in the waterline and the tight line with this look as well. I feel like it makes that blue gray color look a little bit more blue. It really pops. I'm gonna add mascara. This is the Oma Salute to the Sun Drama Bomb. I don't know what's, okay, it's called the Drama Bomb Extreme Volume Nourishing Mascara. I don't know why it says Salute to the Sun then if that's not what it's called, but I'm gonna apply this mascara. I do like this mascara because it's nice and lengthening. I tend to like a good bit of volume, but every now and then I just want a more lengthened look, and I'm not so into, you know, all the volume all the time. Okay, well, this is the final look. If you guys picked up this palette at any point in time, but especially during their recent scavenger hunt, I hope this can give you guys some inspo. Let me know if you decide to recreate this look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm honestly just so excited to have finally tried this brand. So while every shade in this palette might not be my most wearable one, I am really excited to have this in my collection. And of the 3 shades that I used today, I like all of them. So I'm excited to keep using this and try it more. Even if I just keep recreating the same look and use it over and over and over again, I'm still fine with that. I'm excited to have this in my collection, but I hope that you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys are enjoying my content. I've got still several more videos to come up for you guys in the month of December, so I've been posting every single day. If you're new to my channel, I will have my vlogmas playlist listed down below for you guys. If you've missed any of my uploads over the month of December, I've definitely had a lot, so there's room to miss 1 or 2, but definitely make sure to catch up on my videos. I hope that you guys are enjoying Vlogmas. With that being said, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.